some nickels to do. Same format as before. We're going to start out with these bank rolls and nickels. I'll have 6 rolls right here, but we're just going to start going through them, see what we can find. I have NGC coin up on the side here to look for varieties and errors. Obviously looking for the silver nickels are going to be my top thing I'm looking for. Usually look for like a greenish edge on some of these dark edges and whatnot. We'll go ahead and jump right into her. See what we can find here. Most of these 2006 and later, we're not really going to be finding much in them, as far as I know. There's like 64s and then 75, and then 2004 and 2005. So there's going to be a whole bunch of them. We're not really going to look for a whole lot in. This is my. I've only done nickels a few times, but not with NGC coin open. So hopefully we can find something cool. Nickels generally are much faster to go through than pennies, for me anyway. It's 82 out of Philly. I've found a few war nickels in bank rolls before, so I'm hoping to find something pretty cool. We'll be cruising through these. If you guys know of any to look for, chuck it down in the chat, since there's no audio on your end, or on my end I should say. Here's a shiny 2022 76. I found some 75 misplaced mint marks before as well. We'll see if we can't find something cool. Here's a 70. Sometimes these mint marks are placed in really weird spots, and if you just go through and look at a bunch of coins, generally you can pick them out fairly quickly. Well, that one's real worn out. Is that 80 or 89? I think it's super worn out. Let's chuck it under the scope here. Looks like a 89 to me out of Denver. That thing has some life taken out of it. That's really cool. Sometimes I'll save like errors, or not errors, but super worn out or damaged stuff. What's up, Nicola? Bounce House? Tizzy? Welcome to the chat. We're just going through some nickels tonight. Here's one with a damaged edge on it. Got caught in a roller or something. 1980. I want to find some old stuff. Here's this oldest one yet, a 70 out of Denver. We can do better than that. We can do way better. I know we're going to get down into the 30s. At least the 40s, right? Here's a 2004 Philly. The handshake one. We're looking for the double die obverse. So we'll check this out underneath the scope here. Huh, is this a double die obverse? Is that damage? We're looking for doubling on the date. The initial is FS, mint mark, In God We Trust, and Liberty. All kinds of doubling to look for on this one. 2004 Philly handshake, looking for a DDO. This is kind of what we're looking for here. You can see it looks doubled, but I think this is just a damage mark going across the bottom of those, but we'll see. Continued on. Might have to get in a little closer on this one. Man, I'm all out of whack here. See this damage mark all around the edge. There's the FS. There's the mint mark. Nickels are kind of weird. You gotta kind of spin them every which way. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Give me a second. We'll readjust everything, get our focus on. There we go. Let's start at this mint mark again. There's a mint mark. Got some damage on that. A little dent in the bottom. Go down here, below here, here's the FS. You can barely see those. And then I'll come back up here and look at this. So if this was true doubling, like you can just see there's a line going across here, but you'd see whatever doubling you see here, you'd see a similar image on the bottom side of there. Well, first one that we needed to check anyway. There's a 2023. I gotta look up real quick which nickels I want to say it's 2024s. 2024 P and D. Yeah, so we're going to keep all the 2024s. Had a 90% decrease from the typical mintage, so. It's 02. Okay, if you guys don't know about NGC coin or varieties, Variety Vista, I believe it's called, you need to look them up online. Oh, hey, here we go. Here's a 54. Told you we were going to find some old nickels. So I got NGC coin open up here. We're looking for the 54. See if there's anything to look for on these bad boys. 54. Looks like in 54 there's some D over D's. 54, so we're going to look on the reverse. Oh, this one's a Philly. There's no mint mark on the right side there. 54, come on. No, just S's and D's in 54 we're going to be looking at. But since this is an older one, I'm still going to put it off to the side. I got to see if I need that for my nickel book yet. Get back to the more modern stuff. We're looking for 75 for a misplaced mint mark. On some of those old ones too, we're going to look at the steps and see if we can't find one with some steps that are out of whack. Here's a 64. We're looking for DDOs. We're looking for Denver RPMs or repunched mint marks. Bet there's a bunch of 64 stuff. No, it's crazy. 64 double die obverse. So let me pull this up here. Doubling visible on In God We Trust. That's what we're looking for. I don't really see a whole lot there. I also think there's a 64 like special mint set thing that we can look at. So I usually set those off to the side as well. Let's keep on trucking. 06, a bit of schmooze. 1999 with a bunch of damage. 2006. 81. Last one of the roll. First roll is an 84 out of Denver. In a little better shape for what I usually find in 84. Okay, next roll. We're looking for silver. We're looking for those silver war nickels. They're, what, 35% silver? We're looking for like a dark edge or a greenish edge. Buffaloes would be sweet. If we could only be so lucky. Yet to find a buffalo in one of these things. But it is doable. Or a V nickel, Liberty nickel. That would be killer. 2016. Kind of a slow night so far. '97. I generally, when I'm looking through nickels, I'm just hoping for some old nickels, low mintages, 2024s, or something in the 30s, 40s. 91, pretty worn out. I don't generally think people look at nickels a whole lot. There's nothing that really stands out about them. You don't know what you're looking for. I'm just taking a quick glance at them here. Looking for off centers. This one's actually in really good shape at 82 Denver. Those steps are just smoothed out though on the front of the Monticello. I ran out of pennies. I gotta go more. No, I didn't run out of pennies. Let me recorrect myself. I need to go through these nickels before I get back over to the pennies, so I gotta cruise through these. 92, and then I see one of these guys looking back at us. This is not the Buffalo nickel I'm looking for. This is a modern Buffalo. 2005 out of Philly. So on these 2005 P Bison, we're looking for doubling visible on In God We Trust, Liberty, Date, and Mint Mark. Check out this first. You don't have any reference pictures on this, but we should be able to see doubling if there was doubling on here. Look at Liberty, Mint Mark, and the date. We just got some damage going across that date there. 2022. I used to save all of my 2004s and 2005s. Now I just look for the errors on them. Just because they have a different design, I just think they're cool. Like this one. Ocean in View. Oh, the joy. Lewis and Clark, 1805. 2005 Denver. There's not special things to look for. These things are, no pun intended, they're a dime a dozen. Hey, there's a little bit older one, a 66 out of Philly. And we got some serious wear up top. Let's look up this one, a 66. No, nothing on a 66. And it's not old enough for me to want to hang on to. '2005 Denver Bison. This one also, we're looking for, ooh, this one's a cool one. We're looking for the Speared Bison. 2005 Denver Speared Bison. And I'll point out here before I look it under the scope, we're looking for basically from the top of the back here by the E, you should see a line, a die crack, die gouge they call it, diagonal die gouge from about the E in States, and it comes out right about here, midsection. That's what we're looking for. 2005 Denver Speared Bison. So we'd see a line going from his back to the E, if it was the one. And it'd come through. And we'd see basically a spear right here. I'll just leave that there for everybody. 2019, got some shine. 2006, nothing special. 13. Got a few more left in this roll. We're just cruising through these. We're just looking for the extra special ones. Hopefully I can find something. What's up, Anton the Breton? Holders, Pest Control, Wildlife. Sounds like a company name. Yeah, let's find some silver. Roll 3. We got 1999 maybe, and something else. See if we can't find something. Got some schmooze on that one. Somebody's gum. Somebody left their gum on here. That's nasty. Nothing jumping out at me there. Doesn't mean we can't find something old. 99. Looking for 2024s, low mintage. Relatively low mintage, I'd say. Looking for off-center stuff. I don't know if there's anything special or any special years that have extra off-center stuff, but I feel like it's always possible. 2019. Oh, full steps, baby. 97. Only the silver ones. I think those are the only ones that are going to have extra precious metals. Everything else is pretty cheap. Yeah, holder. I prefer to look at pennies myself as well, but I have these nickels. They're burning a hole in my rug. Got to go through them so I can chuck them back at the bank. But I have found silver in them before, so they're not a completely lost cause either. I found, I want to say 3. Actually, one of them was in really good shape too. I should probably go dig that up for the next time I'm looking at nickels. It was a super good shape. 45 Denver, just super shiny. Yeah, just leaving that up there for you guys until we find something else to look at. That's your view. 2012. Nope, 63 is not silver. I believe it's 43, 44, 45. Warriors. Hey, oh, there's an older one, a 49. This thing is pretty smoothed out. 49 San Francisco. I guess this bison gets to move out the way. 49 San Francisco. Let's pull up the old NGC Variety Plus. See what we got in 49 for the San Fran. 49, there's a D over S. Nothing for that one. I'm going to just look it up in the official Red Book. 49 S is a mintage of 9,716,000. So an MS60, a couple bucks. This one is not an MS60, but it is an S mint mark. It is an S mint mark. I will keep it. And it's an older one, 49. I don't know. Maybe I don't have that in my book yet. I'm not sure. It's the oldest find yet. There's a 64 Denver. 42 silvers. Transition year, 43, 44, 45. I always forget about that transition year. 64 Denver, there's our RPM, or repunchment mark, repunching south. This is just a damaged one. Do not believe that's a repunched. I like looking at mint marks, especially on those older ones, when the mint mark is on the reverse. I think they're kind of cool. Appreciate you guys helping out. Chucking some things in the chat when I'm just trying to cruise through these. It's a huge help. Ocean in view. Oh, the joy. Are you telling me a nickel does not have an RPM? Is that what you're telling me right now? $94. Lots of damage. 2006. I should pull out my coin joke book. So I should pull out. 92 out of Denver. 2012, last one. Okay, next roll. We're just going to power through these things. See if we can find something old, something silver. I always forget to check the enders because I'm just wanting to get through them. Wanting to see what we can find. $20.10. Got some vacuums going on. Got some coins going on. $85 Philly. Shoot. Here's a 2004 out of Denver. No, we're looking for the Philly on the handshake. Is it 88? Philly? Find something old. Or something new, like a 2004. 64, pretty worn out. 64 Denver. We'll check out that mint mark. Repunched south. Nothing there. Keep cruising. 89 Denver. This is the darkest rim that I had in the pack, but you can see it. Spent some time in the ground or on the ground, possibly. There's the newest one so far, 2023. I already have that in the book. $92. 83 Denver. 85 Philly. Lots of these are just super smoothed out, like super circulated or something. $20.18. Here's another handshake. We're looking for the Philly. Oh, another Denver. There's a lot of Denvers up here in North Dakota, so since our proximity is slightly closer that way. We're just cruising through these nickels. It's like slightly off center on that one. Find them pretty often. Nothing too crazy. $20.13. 2004 Philly. We're looking for the DDO. And this one is the FS 101. Basically all of the letters and numbers on the front side. Looking for Dublin. Any takers? Any Dublin? We'll check out the initials if I can find them. Holy smokes. FS initials. Mint mark. And for some reason I always look at it. It seems easier this way. Nothing there. Let's keep going. Finish out this roll. Nickels always go pretty fast. They're not quite as interesting to look at as pennies or quarters. Hey, there's a 69 out of Denver. Tuck that under there real quick. 69 Denver. Nothing to look for other than it's slightly older than some of the other ones we've seen. Slightly more beat. A few left and we'll bust open the next one. Feel rusty. I haven't gone live since, what, last Wednesday? Holy cow. It's been too long. Last one is a 2013 Philly. Can we get silver? Can we get some silver? Oh, come on. My pick is all busted up. Looking for the greenish or dark edges on these nickels. 19 and 94. Gotta find something tonight. 72 Denver. I found these with mint marks like all over the place before. They just get kind of wild and crazy sometimes. $64 Denver. We're gonna look for the RPM. It's gonna be repunched south. $96. I'm gonna find old ones or 2024s at this point. I don't think there's silver in this roll, but we're gonna look at every single one. We'll make it quick. Maybe we'll find something that's uncirculated, or I don't even know what we'd find. Die clash, die cracks, speared bison, some crazy RPM or something like that. $2001. Man, this cup is filling up fast. Pennies, I'll spend like 10-15 minutes on a roll. Hey, yo, there's a S mint mark, 1970S. I just enjoy the S mint marks, so I keep them. Nice. 64 Philly, looking for the DDO. Mm, 64 Philly DDO BP001, doubling and In God We Trust. Not on that one. Let's keep going. Let's get these nickels done. $64 Denver. We'll check out that mint mark. Look for the RPM. Nothing there. 91, maybe. Spent some time in the ground as well. Yeah, 91 Denver. Got a little bit extra schmooze on it. $2022. Here's a shiny one. 2023. Almost that 2024 we're looking for. Almost 1 year off. Hey, oh, there's a 51. This thing is in sweet condition. 51 Denver. Check that out. Look how clear that is. Let's check out NGC coin for a 51 Denver. 49, 53. Nope, nothing there. The 51 Denver, we have 20,460,000 minted. MS60 is going to be over $4. This is not quite MS60. Yeah, this thing is in really sharp shape for 51. It's got some luster to it yet. We'll check out them stairs. They look pretty smoothed out to me, but oh, not quite the full steps. Not quite even one step. It's a smoothie. Couple more left on this one. Maybe the next roll we'll find some silver, huh? 96 Denver. Last one of the roll. 69 Denver. We're on roll 5 already. We got a newer one and a medium one. Let's go. Let's find some silver. Nope, I don't think there's any silver here. But there could be something else. Could be something old. There's a handshake. Philly handshake. I believe we're looking for a double die obverse. Philly handshake. DDO. All the lettering on the obverse. See, that 51 I just pulled is even in better shape than this 2004. It's crazy. This thing has seen more life in the last 22 years. Barely see that FS down on the bottom. All right, onward. 2015. I'm gonna dump this cup. My bag's getting extra full. Like I'd probably have to transfer it into a second bag. It's been sitting on the floor, filling up. I got $500 of quarters in it. I got $25 of pennies in it. Thing is just packed. 88 Philly. See, the good thing about nickels is when you get a really old nickel and it's in really good shape, you can really tell. It'll just jump out at you. 2020. $19.92. I don't think there's anything there. Keep on trucking. 2014, only 10 years off from what the 2024 that we were looking for. That's another 70S. This one is in a little bit rougher shape, but it's an S. We're going to keep it. Chuck it in the keep pile. I'll go through a whole bunch of keep nickels at some point. 89 Denver. See, that mint mark looks like it's a little too high. They're just getting kind of crazy. It's way higher than it should be. It's supposed to be like right here. It's way high. See what else we can find here. Get some real nickels going. 2002. I realize nickels are not everybody's favorite. Seems like kind of a light viewership tonight, but it's also only Thursday night, so hopefully we're back into some pennies on the weekend. I'm hoping to get some more quarters to go through as well. But if you like looking at coins, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. I think it'll give you some sort of notification if that's what you have interest in. But I'm going to try to go live this weekend as well. There's a 64 Denver. Looking for the RPM. 75 Denver. We're looking for the misplaced mint mark. It's going to be smack dab west of the 5 if you find the right one. So here's the 1975 Denver. The misplaced mint mark is going to be right about here. This one looks kind of old. Oh, just a 64. 64 Philly. Looking for a DDO. Oh, just in God we trust. This one's got some major damage from a coin roller, from circulation. Crazy. $20.23, come on. 1 year off. 2010s, I don't see 2010s too often. It's kind of weird. $95. See what we can do here. 72. See, this 72 mint mark looks really low. It's not an actual error that we're looking for, but find them all over the place. 72, way low. I have kept some of these that were in a little better shape. This one I probably won't save. It's just interesting. 77. Smoothed out. A couple more left here. 84 Philly. And last one of the roll, 2021 Denver. All right, I got like handfuls of nickels to go through. So we're just going to keep plugging away until we run out of steam tonight. I do have work tomorrow, so I'm not going to get super late doing this tonight. Hopefully I can get on the weekend. Hopefully we find something. Be stoked. 2001, pretty shiny. 15 out of Denver. No silver yet. Need that lucky rabbit's foot. Where's that thing at? Give me some luck. 2000, Denver. Lots of Denvers. All around, lots of Denvers. Oh, speaking of Philly. Spoke too soon. There is not a ton to look for in nickels. If you find older nickels, there's a ton to look for, but after 64, there's just like a couple 2004s, a 75. So most of these, unfortunately, we're not going to have a ton to look for. But you could potentially flip one of these suckers over and have like some sort of other imprint on them. Foreign coin, other US coinage. Just not really worth chucking back without looking. Here's a 73 with a low mint mark. Just kind of like that 72. Just seems super low to me. Should be up like a click or two. It's the type of interesting things we're looking for. But only more interesting and more valuable. You know, if we could slightly lean that direction, that would be great. Okay. $20.02. We're just taking quick looks at these. If anything pops out at me from what I see on ngccoin.com on the varieties plus, we're going to look at it under the scope. If we find any S mints or anything old, or look for some 2004 speared buffalo. 2005 Denver bison speared. I don't know why they say bison speared. Why don't they say speared bison? Seems like it'd make a little more sense. Just a bunch of washed up nickels, I tell you. Some newer stuff. Slight bag marks, circulation marks, scratches. I don't know what they did in the 90s, but holy smokes, their nickelage is way off. $20.07. Last one of this roll is a 96 Denver pockmarked measles. Holy smokers. Yeah, 2005 Denver bison speared. That's one of the varieties. Haven't found one, nor have we found any silver. Florian. Can I call you Florian the DeLorean? Nothing there, I don't think. There's one in the middle that's a little bit, but it's not got the right tint to it. See, I'll just pull out a bunch of them here. That one right there is like a little bit darker than the rest, but it's just a modern 2013 with some exposition to the elementals. 2010. Looking for silver, but we haven't found any yet. Here's a 2005 Denver Ocean in view. Oh, the joy. Do you think Lewis or Clark said, "Oh, the joy"? What's up, Treasured Sons? I like your handle. Treasured Sons. 69 Denver. For Denver. Here's another Lewis and Clark expedition. 2004 out of Denver. I used to save all the 2004s and 05s, but you know what? They started to take over all of my everywhere. The table, the buckets, the money I had tied up in money. This was too much. 2012. A 73. I bet something to do with the blind folks. It wasn't silver, so they didn't have to do the reeded edge, because people weren't clipping these planchets for the extra money. I think it has something to do with that. That's my guess. And then blind people. Do you think they started thinking about blind people with money, or was it more for the silver content? Because I don't think they really started catering to the blind until relatively recently. Just one man's opinion. I'm not even that smart, so I probably wouldn't even listen to what I'm saying. Another 70S. Hang on to that just because it's a good old San Fran mark. Halfway through this roll. Yeah, I'm not sure what the main reason was, but we can wonder. 2011 out of Denver. Come on, silver. Hopefully find silver in the next roll or the next one. I'll have to go dig out that super nice 45 Denver I found. It's just a beautiful coin. I just can't even express to you guys how beautiful it is. 94 Denver. I found it at the same bank I pulled these coins from. I just told her I want like $20 or something. Nickels. I got $50 in nickels. What's up, Tompkins? Welcome to the chat. We're looking for silver nickels. We're looking for some varieties, some doubling, some RPMs, all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, we're not finding a whole lot, so we're kind of cruising through these. Lots of modern nickelage. Maybe I can get through these nickels at the speed we're going through them. We're taking like sub 5. I don't know. You guys should time me on this one. Check out the enders. Nothing crazy there. Nothing crazy there. That's how most of these have been, unfortunately. But hey, what are you going to do? When you get nickels, you look at nickels. So we're going to keep on cruising through these until we're out of time or we're out of nickels. 2005, Denver. Ocean in view. Oh, the joy. You guys ever listen to Hank the Cowdog? Oh, my leg. The pain. It hurts. Great stuff. Oh, the joy. Lewis and Clark's. Good old Lewis and Clark. I don't think there's like a town in North America that Lewis and Clark did not find, start, or visit. They got signs all over the good old United States of America. $17 Denver. There's nothing special about these rolls so far. What's the oldest we found? Was it a 51 or is it 49? Was it that 49S? I don't have much saved here. We found a 54. We found a 51. Where did I put that guy now? Yeah, I guess it was the 51. It was the oldest. 51's the oldest. We'll find an older one. Just gotta keep looking. I found 38s, 39s. Which one is the low mintage? What's the key date? I don't know this offhand. Like the 1950D, 2,630,000, or 38D, 5.3 million. 38S, 4.1 million. 39D, 3.5. So yeah, that 50D, 2.63 million, I think is one of the key dates for nickels. $2025, how many did they mint in 2025? I think 2024 is kind of low. 89 Denver. I'm not quite sure. It's 8:45. I should be in bed by, I don't know, 9:30. And we're cruising through these rolls, so we're getting through a lot. We're gonna get to as many as possible. How does that sound? We're just flying. Or as my substitute teacher would say, we're cruising for a bruising. You better shape up, sonny. You're cruising for a bruising. $2022. There's just not a lot of oldies. Not a lot of goodies in these ones. I've been through a lot of nickels. Last summer, I went through a lot of nickels. I found a few good ones. But man, sometimes you just gotta power through them. Oh, the joy, says Lewis and Clark's. Next one. Next roll. Got some modern stuff on the enders. Looks like modern stuff throughout. Appreciate you hanging out, treasured sons. Do you look at coins yourself? 2005 Denver. We're looking for the bison speared. The bison speared. So we're going to start up here in the E in the States. Go straight down to the back. You should have a line there if you're finding the bison speared. Come down here. Oh man, his junk is drippy. Does that mean I found an error, guys? It's called dripping junk. Warts. Warts. I don't know. 64 Denver, looking for the RPM. Mint mark was repunched to the south. 75 Denver, we're looking for the misplaced mint mark. It'd be directly to the left of the 5 if it was a misplaced mint mark. 78, that one's got some wear to it. How about a 69 Denver? I think it's got like interesting coloring to it. Muy interesante. It's actually in pretty decent shape too. Just got some weird colors to it. Some schmooze. Different things. More schmooze. It's interesting. 70 Denver. The cup's filling up again. Almost time to dump it out. 13 out of Denver. This roll's been so dry, I just want to go bust open the penny box, but I kind of want to save that for the weekend too. Another 64 Denver, look for the RPM. Don't know how much you can really see on that one. Thing's so worn out. 2010 Philly. Get through this roll, bust open the next one. I know there's going to be a good one in that one. So I always think like, oh man, I want to open up the next roll already. And then I come across something like super stellar or even halfway decent. And it's like all that searching was worth it. Not that I'm, rich from looking at a bunch of coins, but it's fun. Makes it fun. 2005 Philly Bison. We're looking for a double die obverse. Doubling visible, in God we trust, liberty, and the date. Treasured Sons, you should start a channel. I would come watch you. I'm always looking for more channels to follow and look at coins and just kind of in general, look at coins. So just some damage. Nothing crazy. 99. What's holding you back? That's what I want to ask you. What is holding you back? I just kind of started on a whim, like, maybe I should start a channel. So then I started looking at coins. I've had my channel for a couple years now. I have, a handful of long form and then a bunch of shorts, which you should go check out. Kind of goes off and on, and then finally I'm like, I'm gonna try this live thing. It's a little bit addicting too, because I'm looking at coins anyway. So if I'm gonna look at them, maybe someone else wants to look at them too. Go live, bam. 16 Denver, a few more left in this roll, then we'll bust open the next one. This is a decent looking 64. Another Denver. Look for the RPM. Nothing there, but that mint mark looks way better than the last one. It is not all beat to snot. Couple left. 77 Denver. Just want to look at these stairs. So you got a couple stairs in there. Nothing too crazy. Last one of the rolls, a 20 and 12. Let's get the next roll out. We have 2,000 something and less than that. We got custom pointers. This one's customized. My son colored it for me. These are for sale. Price is only going up. Last price I offered was 99 cents, but custom color, you never know. Those things, it could become a hot commodity. They're on back order right now. I gotta dump my cup again. See, this thing fills up so dang fast when I go look at nickels. And then my coin bag here is probably about to split its seam because it's getting pretty full. 2015. $2,008 Philly. My boy would be out here, but he went to bed, so he is unfortunately not helping us. Here's a 2004 Denver, looking for the, don't want to get it wrong, the bison speared. Remember, we'll start up here at the E, go down to the back. I don't see any sort of line there. Oh, we got another dripping junk. It's the second one in a row. Sorry, kids channel. It's a kid-friendly channel. 87 Denver. Thanks, Treasured Sons. It is a great opener. I should get a 3D printed like plastic spatula made up. My neighbor has a 3D printer. I actually should do that. That'd be a great idea. Thanks for giving me that idea. Then I'll sell those. Coin roll openers. 74. Nice. Yeah, welcome back. I don't know if I saw you commenting on one of those other ones or if you watched it when it wasn't live anymore, but super pumped to have him. He loves opening coins. He opened all of my $50 rolls for me, not on a live video. So now I have to go through them all just from a bag, which isn't quite as fun, but man, we had a great time opening them. He knows to look at all the edges, look for silver. And he'll get down and he'll be squinting his eye. No, Dad, I don't think there's any silver here. This is a 66. Silly. He'll come to the bank with me and get suckers and go watch the coin sorting machine and coin rolling machine and all that good stuff. We have a great time. 2005, Denver, looking for the speared bison again. I've yet to find one, but man, that sure is prominent, I tell ya. Here's a 70S, third or fourth 70S. I usually keep the S mint marks just for funsies. '89. Getting through this roll, ready to get up another one here. Right when I, don't have any hopes that we're going to find something old anymore, I'm going to find something old. Or the 50D, or the 2024, or another bison to look at. '81 out of Philly. '64, that one's not in half bad shape either. '64 Denver. Looking for the, hey now, that looks like an RPM to me. 64 D over D. Might be like machine doubling or something, but still a valid. So repunching south on the D. So the old D was punched up here, and the second D is punched slightly lower. I'm calling it, folks. I'm calling it. It's probably worth like $1. Let's go look at the good old eBays. 1964 D over D nickel. Oh shoot, I gotta go look at the sold listings. Sold items. So ungraded, couple bucks. Ungraded, $30. Are you kidding me? This one, 64. Oh, dude, theirs is way better than mine. I don't know. I'll probably hang on to this one. Let me turn my side light on here. Definitely looks like it to me, but let me get my other side light. Shine it from the other side. You guys got to get yourselves one of these magnifiers. Mine has 2 lights. Shine on her from this side. Just get a little different angle on it. The only thing I'm not getting on this one is the serif here. That might, it might just be damage, but there should be like a extra kick out of the serif up here, but there's a little bit of damage on here too. Get these out of the way. Definitely going to save it. Definitely saving it. Sweet. It's the best find yet. I'll take it. 64 RPM. I have to find my flips now. I just got some flips. My awesome family got me a book of flips. I got to put that one in one before I forget what it is. Before I put it away anyway. See what we can get. See if we can beat that. 64 RPM. I don't know. I'll save it. Here's what I'm talking about, the dark edge. It's not very greenish, but it's a little bit darker. But just for funsies, we'll pull this one out first. See what we can get. Ah, just to 85. Are you kidding me? Definitely spent some time in the ground, which this summer I'm hoping to do some live metal detecting too. I found a wheat scent in my yard last summer. A 44 Philly. Was not steel, unfortunately. It was a fun find. So if you guys like metal detecting, make sure you come back this summer after the ground thaws. I'll definitely be doing some more of that. 87 Denver. Let's keep cruising. Yeah, treasured sons. Gotta teach him young. Definitely. He's gonna know so much by the time he's an old fart like me. He'll be just cruising and be like, "Dad, why do you gotta look at the computer all the time? You know what you're looking for, don't you?" Like, I don't know. My favorite find all-time hunting. Well, I found some like Walking Liberty $half, which are pretty sweet. Just 64 Denver. I gotta look this one up because I'm an old fart. The best thing I found though was a 1909 S VDB in a bag of Wheaties, but I'm not quite 100% sure like it's actual. It has the VDB and it has the S. I gotta get some more people to look at it and see. I'm just trying to get my hopes up too high. 63 Denver, nothing there. Maybe when I do a Wheatie live stream, I'll pull that sucker out. Like, I've had people look at it, not coin shops, but I've had people look at it, and it seems to be, but I just haven't like had it graded or anything. I just put it in safe for safekeeping. Don't even want to push it into my flip book. Bought a bag of wheat cents from a guy. He's a coin dealer. He doesn't have time to go through everything. It was like 24 pounds of wheat cents, and I showed him that thing. He was so stoked. So I'm like cautiously optimistic. Let's put it that way. That's the only reason why I'm not like jumping around right now. I was so stoked. I wonder if I have a video about that on my channel when I was hunting that bag. I started to make such a ruckus. Yeah, maybe I'll bring it some coin shows and get some other folks to look at it. Or I think once I have a few that I want to get graded, I'll send it in. I'm gonna be devastated if it's not authentic, but you just never know. Hey, there's a little bit older. 57 out of Denver. 57 Denver. 56. Nothing. 57 Denver. Other than that, I might not have this in my book yet. Other things I found, 64 doubling, no, 1965 Philly doubling, bunch of silver halves. I found not a valuable one, but a African 1 penny. It's the size of a $half. Found in a $half roll. I found, what else? 69 Denver, no FG. That silver nickel I was telling you guys about. Super nice shape. Another 2005 Denver, looking for the bison speared. Thanks for hanging out, Treasured Sons. See you on the next one. Hopefully my stream's not glitching out. I'll probably do another roll and wrap it up here. I think about hitting the hay myself. Last one of the roll. 79 Denver. All right, we'll do one more here. Just because I really want to find a silver. Dang, I think we're striking out tonight, folks. It's all right. It's all right. All right, last roll for the night. Nickels, we unfortunately didn't get all of the nickels done, but we sure put a dent in them. Probably have another hour worth of nickels left. See what we can find. I'll take another RPM. I'll take a speared bison. I'll take a 2024 at this point. I'm not picky. I'll take a misplaced mint mark on a 75 Denver. I'll take a 1950D. This 67 Philly. Slightly off center. I don't think the 67s, no. Nothing on those ones. Let's cruise through the rest of this. 2004, another Lewis and Clark design. Hmm. 74, not in terrible shape, not in great shape. 2005, looking for the bison. Looking for another bison. I guess these are all kind of the same. I thought it was kind of unique, but each one I look at, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. 64, welcome back again, Treasured Sons. 64 Denver, looking for the repunched mint mark. No, nothing there. 99. We're going to finish up after, oh, maybe I'll do one more roll. We'll see. I bet I can squeeze in one more roll here. 79 Denver. Someday I'll go visit the Denver Mint. See if I can't buy something cool from over there. Do a short or something for the channel. I do believe I have a short on that 45 Denver nickel that's in super nice shape. Should check it out. Throw a comment down on that sucker. if you feel so inclined. 2011. Handful more in this roll. We'll do one more. Sometimes it's hard to stop. You just start looking at them. It's hard to stop. 2005 Philly. 2005 Philly DDO. Check out the obverse of this sucker. Looking for doubling. The nickels, I don't know why they didn't mess up a whole lot on the nickels. The older nickels, maybe they did. I don't know. The people in charge of the nickels, they kept doing a good job. Yeah, let's get to 20. That's what I'm talking about. I just lost a nickel. I lose so many coins. 2000 Denver. Last one of the roll. 1991. Sometimes these throw me off too. You look at them. Sometimes I thought that one was really low on there, but definitely not. Right. Last roll, then I really have to wrap it up. I gotta go to the gym in the morning. Then it's the weekend, baby. There's a kind of damaged one. Kind of a quiet stream tonight. It's probably the nickels. Or it's not the weekend, or both. I find when I do pennies, it's usually a pretty good stream. But I have to do these nickels because I have to get through them. Maybe I'm just better off looking through them, making a video on them, highlighting the finds. But man, I really want to get these done. '93. Here's that damagey looking one. Hey, it's a 46. We missed the Warriors, but it's a 46S. I did not see that coming. 46S. I was like, man, just looks like a kind of a cruddy rim, but it was actually. Let's see if I can find this year on here. Holy smokes. 1946 out of S. I don't know why I said it so weird. 46. It's. What is going on here? So the wartime silver alloy, 42, 43, 44, 45. There's also 42s in just the regular. This is considered pre-war composition. Mint mark style resumed, 46 through 65. 46S, they made 13,560,000. VF20 are worth 40 cents. Wow. Wowza. Well, let's look at the varieties plus here. 46. They have repunched 45, 46 S DDO. They have a D over S. It's just S. So we're looking for 46S DDO. Very strong doubling, seen Liberty and the date. I do not see very strong doubling on this date. Look at Liberty. Definitely not. There's also a large strike-through impression from a piece of wire on the braid of Jefferson's wig. So down here, let's see if I can find out where this is at. So if you had one in good shape, you'd see like a vertical line. Starts about here, comes straight down right through his wig. It looks like a piece of wire online, but dang, I'll take that. They say VF20 is worth 40 cents. This one might qualify. I don't see any steps worth mentioning, but dang, that is not a bad find. Huh, I suppose 46 you could possibly find one. I lost my scale. Where's my scale at? I'll have to hunt down my scale at some point. I'm saving that one. Definitely saving it. But so a silver alloy is why do they not have okay, silver 1938 to 1942 5 grams is 0.75 copper, 0.25 nickel. 42 to 45, 0.56 copper, 0.35 silver, 0.09 manganese with net weight 0.05626 ounces pure silver. I don't know, I thought it'd be clearer, but anyway, we got more coins to look at. I will get that one weighed. I kind of doubt we're going to find one. I haven't heard of a 46 silver, but hey, it's a transition year. They definitely could have goofed. Then I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow. Find one of those suckers. Well, I probably would. I still have bills to pay. Another 70S. I'll take it. That thing is flattened out with a big old pile of schmooze on it. '83 Denver. Another, oh, the view. Oh, the joy. Yeah, I always think of transition year, sense with 82 to 83. That one of Rob Fine's treasures, 14-year-old kid down south found a copper 1983. Went on auction. They were expecting over 10 grand for it. And then you always hear the transition errors, the 64 to 65 silver and dimes and quarters. So why not a nickel? There definitely could be one out there floating around. I think I have a couple other 46 nickels. I'll actually have to look into that and see if you can find anything. 62 out of Denver. A little bit older. 62. Nothing on the Denvers. We have a bunch of those. 62s. 64 Philly. We're looking for a DDO on In God We Trust. .2004, another Lewis and Clark boating expedition. Man, that'd be a lot of work. So much work. Glad they did it. Few left here, and we're going to wrap it up for the night. Appreciate all you folks hanging out or just swiping by. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't hurt my feelings any. I would look at these coins if it was by myself. And I have looked at a lot by myself. Last one of the night, 2017 out of Denver. That's a shiny one. we'll check out these steps because we know these are going to be full steps. If you find a really old coin, like a 30s or 40s, and you find it in this condition, it can be worth a lot of money. That's generally what wears out first on the nickels. Like a 38 full steps, mint state 65, 16 bucks. If you find a 42 D over horizontal D, even a VF20 can be worth 75 bucks, all the way up to mint state 60 plus over $1,500. So, gotta look at them. 55 D over S, MS 60 over $30. I don't know what like the, highest grade nickels or things that look like that at that for, but look at them steps. If you have good steps like this, definitely worth more. So, well, appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm going to end it there. And my plan is to be back tomorrow night as long as the plans work out. So I think this is the oldest one we found, a 46. Gotta weigh that sucker. San Francisco. Sweet find. And then we had that one. Oh, we did have a 49. So 46S, 49S, a 64, maybe potentially repunched mint mark. I'm not quite sure. Maybe just some machine doubling. 72 with a low mint mark. I find these quite often, but. What's up, Mirza? You're getting on at the tail end here, but appreciate you jumping in the chat there. 89 with, it seems like kind of a misplaced mint mark on this one too. Interesting. I'll probably hang on to it till I forget about it. And then a bunch of these bison. I just coined a new term. The leaky junk. Bison. All kinds of them. Leaky junk. Trying to get on tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, possibly Saturday night. Also, hopefully Sunday afternoon. We will see. So everyone have a good night. Thanks for jumping on. That'll be just about 90 minutes right there. You guys all have a fantastic night and keep on hunting those coins. We'll see you on the next one.